When I was in high school, Air Force Academy recruiter came to school and was like, hey, you gotta go to the academy and,
Did he say that? Did he say that?
No, I didn't say you have to, but he said, hey, if you go to the academy, like you can get a pilot slot. I was like, all right, cool. I guess that's it.
I'm in. Sign me up, sir.
Where do I sign? Then a week later, the ROTC representative came to my school and he said, hey, you can go to college and you can do ROTC and you can still get a pilot slot. And I said, well, can I still be a fighter pilot if I do that? He said, oh yeah. I said, okay. Yeah. Where do I sign?
Real college.
Yeah. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up getting a ROTC scholarship right out of high school, so pretty lucky there. Then I got into to college, and then
academic scholarship.
It was. So I was pretty lucky. It wasn't even. I'm a finance major, so didn't study engineering or anything technical. But still was able to get a scholarship at the time for that. And move forward there in the ROTC. So, up to then, like my kind of hopes for becoming a fighter pilot were actually fairly limited. As you talked about in your previous video, there's always like the so-called experts, people that have no actual experience telling you, well, you're too tall, like you can't fly jets.
How tall are you?
I'm just shy of 6'4", so fairly tall. There's actually a guy in the squadron that I'm in right now who's actually taller than I am. He's like 6'5" or 6'6".
And he wears the Jehemicus?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, the helmet. No, for the
helmet. My bad. That's right. 30. You guys are Block 30.
Yep. So
the Lord's Viper.
That's right. Yeah. So people had told me that, like, no, you'll only fly heavies. Some guys said, well, you have to go to the academy to fly fighters, or you'll only fly heavies, kind of thing. So, and I was like, well, it's flying airplanes. Like that's awesome. I'll still try to.
Now, who told you all this? Was this during ROTC they were telling you this? Or?
No, these are like people that I worked with, like a whole bunch of like random people that, again.
Yeah. No
experts.
idea. Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my ROTC instructors was a Major Stauffer there. He actually told me something similar to what you talked about was, hey, if that's what you want, then keep pushing for that.
Yeah,
and don't take no for an answer.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he told me.
Make them tell you no.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. When I was a young freshman or /sophomore in college, that's what the advice that I'd gotten. So that's what I pressed with from there. So moving forward.
How does ROTC work? For the kids at home.
Oh, for the kids?
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's like taking another class. I mean, I had to wear my uniform like maybe twice a week.
Did the chicks dig it?
Chicks dig it.
Yeah, chicks dig it.
Yeah, that's okay. So this is another class that you take, and then one night each week we would do our leadership lab. Like march around and do the ROTC.
Did you really march around?
A little bit. Every now and then.
In college?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. It was okay.
Yeah.
Then between your sophomore and junior year, you go to what's called field training, which my time it was a month. Now I believe it might be 6 weeks, but I'm not sure on that. You have to fact check that.
Stuff changes.
But it was basically a month down at Lackland Air Force Base. It was kind of like our little version of drill training, our drill camp, boot camp.
Band camp. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the words. Those are the words I was looking for.
Band camp.
Yeah, it was band camp. You march around, you get yelled at.
Yeah.
You have the MTIs there, kind of thing. But then your junior year is when you apply for your pilot slot. So you can apply for pilot and nav your junior year.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing one of those two things, then you'll find out your senior year what you're going to do.
So junior year is just pilot or nav?
That's right.
Okay.
That's how it was.
Have you already committed at this point?
I have.
So you're in.
So I was in. Like I had signed, the paperwork for the scholarship. Basically like your first year, if you're on scholarship, is free. So I could have walked in the first day of my sophomore year and been like, you know what? No thanks, I'm out.
Yeah.
And then it would have been no harm, no foul. But after that, if you want to get out, like you'd have to like repay your scholarship, kind of thing. You're essentially committed at that point once you go to field training. So following that, I was lucky, got a pilot slot there in my junior year. Had 4 of us that got pilot slots. One of us got a nav slot. Good friend of mine there. He actually went on to be a navigator, and then he went to pilot training later. So that worked out for him. Yeah. So now he's flying C-130s and doing really well.
So yeah, it's not the end of the world. You can always.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
Awesome.
That's absolutely correct. So, following that, you commission your right after you graduate, essentially your senior year.
Yeah. Excuse me. No. Oh!
About a lot of that. Usually fly with the doors off. All Fox 2.
Don't be a douche.
That's rule number 1. Make them tell you no.